So as it stands right now, the servers, the PTR servers, are all kind of spotty. They've gone offline. Does this mean a new update is coming? At this point, who really knows? But, you know, this does say one thing, and that is that we are all, at least I am, super desperate for anything, even potentially Sombra related, right? I mean, here I am sitting here thinking, oh my god, the servers are offline. That must mean there's an update coming on. But yeah, I could be wrong. Maybe they're just down for regular maintenance. But anyways, please check the date of this video. I'm making this before Sombra comes out. I don't expect this video to be relevant for very, very long. But I figured, you know, while we're waiting for Sombra, we can have fun, or have some fun at least, and hypothesize on what she's going to bring to the table as far as the Overwatch roster. Now, the one thing that really stuck out to me anyways was her weapon. It's a submachine gun. Some people are saying it's an Uzi, some people are saying it's an MP7. Who really knows? The point is that it's a submachine gun, and traditionally in video games, submachine guns are, you know, CQC type weapons, very close up. You know, it's not going to be like an assault rifle or a carbine, which would have more range. Now, I'm not like an expert in guns or anything. I won't pretend like I know much about guns. I only use them in video games. But what I'm thinking is that because Sombra has an SMG, that would mean that there's a strong emphasis on her abilities. Now, you guys may be wondering, like, oh, why do you think that? Well, the thing is that, like, if you take a look at Soldier 76's pulse rifle or Widowmaker sniper rifle, you know, those are really powerful standalone weapons. They almost kind of define the hero in some ways. With an SMG, you're kind of locked into a close quarter type environment. So that would mean Sombra would have some sort of ability to get up and close to her enemies, much like Tracer with her dual pistols kind of thing. You know, they aren't necessarily the strongest weapons in the game, but they certainly are very, very suitable for her kit. Now, a lot of people are saying that Sombra's going to be like a stealth hero, so I can definitely see like an up-close SMG type weapon fitting into that sort of a hero archetype, right? Like a stealth hero that can get close and assassinate people and take them out. I guess what I'm trying to say is that Sombra is probably going to have a super high emphasis on her abilities and less so on just like raw gunplay, firepower, that kind of thing. And so it kind of makes me think, like, what role would Sombra fill in the Overwatch ecosystem, if you will, right? I mean, if you take a look at all the heroes, we have 6 heroes in offense, 6 heroes in defense, and then 5 and 5 in support and tank, which makes me think that she's probably going to be either a support or a tank. Now, in my mind, I kind of hope she's not an offense hero, just because the whole, like, offensive flankers... first of all, we have, like, a lot of offensive flankers. Let's get that straight and out of the way first. And secondly, it's like the whole stealth assassin thing. It's just so overdone, in my opinion. Like, in almost every shooter, you have this mechanic where invisibility equals, you know, a assassin type, behind the lines type flanker. Like, I don't know. To me, that's just really overdone. So what I would love to see is some sort of support or tank hero that can incorporate stealth. That will be super, super interesting to me. Now, what is interesting is that Sombra being a tank, in my opinion, is not completely out of the realm of possibility, right? Because if you take a look at most of the tanks in Overwatch, they have up-close type weapons, right? Roadhog, Winston, Zarya to a degree, Reinhardt especially, Diva. All the tanks have really up-close type weapons. Now, some people are saying, well, wait, Sombra doesn't look like she has a very, very big model, because most of the tanks, if not all the tanks in Overwatch, are usually on the bigger side. Even Diva has her mech. But the thing is we only have one screenshot of Sombra. We have no idea on her abilities. We have no idea on, like, any other images, right? So, I'm not saying that she'll have a mech, but maybe perhaps some other way to introduce tanking, right? Because to some degree, if you take a look at Mei, some people are saying that she's like a pseudo tank with her wall. Perhaps there'll be some sort of ability of Sombra's that will allow to protect her teammates and things like that, you know. So that would be a very, very interesting sort of side or spin to the tanking scene in Overwatch, especially with like a stealth mode type thing. I don't even know how they would work that out, honestly. Like, a stealth tank almost sounds like redundant. Like, why would you want to be hidden and take damage? I don't know. I mean, perhaps she can make all of her allies shielded and invisible for like 2 seconds or something. That would be ridiculous. Now, on the other hand, we could say that Sombra could be a support hero. Now, I would not say that is completely impossible, even though we just got Ana, who was the last hero that was released, and she was a support hero. The reason why I'm saying this is because from the Reaper voice line,
"Where's Sombra when you need her?"
and just like kind of like the lore of Sombra, it seems like she is always supporting Talon's operations, or at least helping out Reaper in some sort of supportive fashion. Does this mean she's a healer? Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. I personally love healers, guys. I mean, you can never go wrong with a healer. Now, I know a lot of people would be like, Candy, you can support without healing. Just look at Symmetra. And I'm just kind of like, well, yeah, look at Symmetra. She hardly gets picked. Yeah, you always need a healer, guys. At least one, preferably two, maybe even three, given the new meta. Who really knows how many healers you need? But the point is, healers are great, and they're widely picked. You always need one. But another way of supporting, I was thinking, would be if Sombra had some way to cast like a silencing field where enemies cannot cast their abilities while they're inside of it. That would be a very interesting mechanic to Overwatch, because it's not something that we have seen yet. I mean, yes, I guess we do have the sleep dart, but that's more of like a disable or something. Silence abilities have typically been, at least from my experience, like a more supportive type ability, right? I mean, take a look at Dota or any sort of MMORPG or RPG or anything like that. You know, like silencing is really tied to the support class. But anyways, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I know I went on a bit of a ramble, but I figured I'd get this video out before Sombra gets released, and we can have a bit of a fun conversation on our guesses as to what Sombra is gonna do. I have a feeling she's going to be coming out maybe tomorrow, don't quote me on that, but there's a lot of talk going on saying that she's going to come out within the week. So hopefully she comes out sooner rather than later. I don't think I can keep it in my pants for much longer than that. And I guess until next time, guys, I'll see you around.